Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton in a war of words over immigration. The candidates trading barbs over Trump's plan to build a wall on U.S.-Mexican border.
If you want to have strong borders so that people come into our country, but they come in legally through a legal process, that doesn't make you a racist. It makes you smart. It makes you an American. We will build the wall 100%, and Mexico will be paying for the wall.
Mexico's not paying for his wall either. If he ever tries to get it built, the American taxpayer will pay for it. We'll be stuck with the bill.
Joining us is Maricopa County, Arizona Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Sheriff Arpaio, thank you for joining us this morning. I want to get your take on this immigration debate that is really heating up on the campaign trail.
Well, we have to thank Donald Trump over a year ago for bringing this issue back in the forefront. Nobody wanted to talk about it. Now we're talking about it, and that's great. What is Hillary saying, that Mexico will never pay for the wall? The taxpayers will? Maybe she should have gone to Mexico more when she was Secretary of State and find out what's going on. I'll tell you how you pay for it. You take away their foreign aid. You cut it back to pay for the wall in case they don't want to pay for the wall.
Yeah, I mean, what did you make of that? Her making the case that if Trump builds a wall, the taxpayer's on the hook.
No, you just take away some of the foreign aid. That's what you do if they don't want to pay themselves. Taxpayers are already paying Mexico, giving them millions and millions of dollars to stop the drug traffic and the illegal immigration problem.
So what do you make though, Sheriff, of the discussion right now about Donald Trump's campaign? And he himself has said that he is softening his stance when it comes to immigration, not really changing his views on the wall, but as far as the deportation policy that he's put forward.
Well, he said from the beginning, when you come across those here illegally, that you send them back. So nothing's really changed. When you do send them back, and let them come back across if they qualify legally. So you have to follow the law, and that's what he's talking about.
All right.
I believe one of his comments was that if they'd been here a long time and they were willing to pay back taxes, we could leave them here. Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, I think he still said you have to follow the law. So it is a complicated situation, but he sticks by what he said in the past, that if they're here illegally, they go back and then give them a shot to come back again.
All right,
so I don't think it's changed his philosophy.
Let's turn this to politics, Sheriff, and look at how this is all playing out in the polls. A new Quinnipiac poll showing Clinton with a double-digit lead nationally. She has 51% support to his 41% support in a head-to-head matchup among likely voters. In Arizona, however, another recent poll has Trump leading Clinton by 7 points. What does that do to?
Well, first of all, it's more than 7 points as far as information I have, but that's good. And he'll pick up the votes as time goes on and build up those percentages.
By the way, I think that was not a head-to-head matchup, so we were looking at third-party candidates in the picture there. So that obviously changes it compared to if we just put Hillary up against Donald Trump there.
Well, you know, he's a winner. I stuck with him when he came to Phoenix the first time in July of last year. I said he was a winner then, and I guess he won over 17 other people, and he's going to win this time. Right, the man's a winner.
So, Sheriff, as a supporter of Donald Trump, is there anything that you wish he would do differently, or anything you see that he's, that he could improve on? No,
you know, what got him here? He's outspoken. He has a heart. I know how he feels. I mean, even my wife had illness, and he was very concerned about my wife's. He does have a heart. And I know he has a heart for those here illegally, too. But you know what? He wants to protect this country and follow the law. The same way with me. You got to follow the law and do what you can to secure that border. no matter what it
Sheriff,
takes.
early on in the primary process, he talked about even deporting the children of illegal immigrants who were born here. And he's definitely softened his stance on that in the last 2 weeks.
Well, I don't know if he has. I haven't seen him really address that issue, other than saying when you come across the people here illegally that have violated the law. And by the way, I have 10,000 people in the jail that we did research on, turn over to ICE, and for all different crimes. And guess what? 39% have come back to the same jails that I run. 39%. One guy came back 24 times. So we got to concentrate in getting these people that have violated the law, at least get them back to where they came from. They're roaming the streets. I know that's one of his top priorities, to do that, to put these criminals here that have committed crimes that are from another country.
Sheriff,
that's a no-brainer.
Sheriff, he suggested that without a criminal record, that illegal immigrants could stay in this country if they paid back taxes. That was the suggestion, and that is altogether different from what he talked about when he was running for the nomination.
Well, I don't think he really has come up. This is something he was talking about because he's meeting with the minority groups, which I'm very happy he is, to kind of talk about this problem that we have. So these are things that go back and forth. But he does believe in enforcing the law. So if you're here in violation of the law, you have to take some type of action.
All right.
Very simple.
All right, Sheriff Joe Arpaio, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.